tell the police your brother-in-law? What did you all tell him the reason why you called him?
I'm gonna object to Mr. Gillespie answering anything that anyone other than himself said.
That'll be sustained. Mr. Gillespie is not entitled to testify what anybody else said, only what he said, sir.
Okay.
The rest of that's hearsay. If you needed the other gentleman as a witness, you should have subpoenaed him.
Okay. When you called the police, did they make an arrest, or did they go to anyone's house?
Judge, I'm going to object
that
that Mr. Gillespie, he's not the police. He's not going to know. He can't testify as to how they conducted an investigation.
That'll be sustained. You're asking him to speculate what the police did, sir.
Did you press any charges or make a police report on me on me, period, on May the 19th of 2015? Because you said you felt threatened.
No, I didn't make a police report.
Was the call for just me or somebody else too?
The call was for you.
Was I recording that day?
You had another gentleman with you, but
I said, was I recording that day?
No.
Somebody else was recording?
Yes.
Do you know the individual that was recording? Was the police called on him too, or just me?
I called it on. After you asked me the question, I called it on you.
Okay. Was I trespassing?
I didn't say no.
All right. Can I get a minute here, Your Honor? Can I go through some of this that he
I can't give you legal advice. You're representing yourself.
Oh, okay, all right.
You said you were competent to represent yourself. I can't give you legal advice.
In this exposé that you gave, you said that I was a threat to your 20-year-old daughter, and the threat was that I said happy birthday to your children and your granddaughters on Facebook. Correct? Yes. Do you have a sister-in-law by the name of Bridget Williams?
I do.
Do you know whether or not she's my Facebook friend?
Judge, I'm going to object.
That's going to be sustained. We're not interested in Ms. Williams. We're interested in what happened between you and Mr. Gillespie.
Okay, all right. You mentioned in here that first I would like to record. You did your research when you put, or did you or your attorney put, these?
Judge, I'm going to object to that. For one, anything that has happened between me and Mr. Gillespie is protected by attorney-client privilege and work product.
Okay, I withdraw that. You have read where it says page 11 continues on this exposé, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me see, where's that? Number 12 it says, and if it's something that's not in there right that you said, just can you let me know? It said, number 12, it said, I have tried to ignore his behavior and it continues to escalate. He has been making these videos since April of 2015. Have you been following my videos since I've been making them? My YouTube videos?
Yes.
And they started in when? April 2015?
Yes, the denied access. With me included. The one that said you were denied access, that's when it started with me.
Okay, in that particular video, it's April the 13th of 2015.
Okay.
Judge, I'm just going to object to the fact that Mr. Ivy is, I believe he's trying to testify instead of ask questions.
So far, all I've heard is questions, so. Go ahead, Mr. Ivy, ask your next question.
You said April, so, you know, you're speaking about the meeting that they had April the 13th of 2015 at the CF Bowden Center, right? Correct?
And it was a town hall meeting, yes.
I'm speaking of the
Yes.
date.
Right.
You saying April have, I think, 30 or 31 days, and I'm speaking about April the 13th. The building is public, you say, and the meeting was titled Community Conversation, right? Correct?
I'm not sure what the name of the meeting was.
I am. That's what it was. Community.
You're testifying now.
Okay, I apologize. I apologize, John. My point is, when on that particular video, you said that I mentioned you didn't have no authority to take me to tell me I couldn't come in there, right?
I'm not understanding the question.
On April 13th, that was one of the first questions that your lawyer asked you. You
Just rephrase your question. He didn't
I
ask you to
rephrase.
rephrase.
Okay, on April 13th of that particular YouTube video, you said that I said that I mentioned that you didn't have no authority to keep me out of the building when they denied me access.
No, I didn't say that.
The record, I don't know if we can go back on it to see it, but I've written it down. That's what you said. The reason why I asked him that question, the reason
I don't need explanations.
But
Ask your next question, Mr. Ivy.
Okay. Okay. All right. Also, you said I believe this is the same thing. 11 is continuing, but it's number 12. I believe he is a threat to me, my family, and anyone employed by the Suzanne Wesley Learning Center. I serve youth who are also at the location. It is my belief he is a violent criminal, past including murder, sexual assault, and domestic violence. My first question is, have you seen any record of me being charged with domestic violence? We are at the court on December the 4th, 2015 here in Mississippi County, Charleston, Missouri. That's Lester Gillespie representing, he said, Suzanne Wesley Learning Center, Family Learning Center here in Charleston, Missouri. And he's representing the 5,947 people here in Charleston, Missouri, because he said my YouTube videos are a threat to start a riot here. Of murder. M-U-R-D-E-R.
Judge, I'm going to ask Mr. Ivy to refrain from being, I feel like he's being a little rude here.
If I am, I apologize.
He can understand what's being asked of him.
Jackson, can I say one thing? The reason why I said that?
No, sir.
Okay,
Ask your question.
Do I need to
I can answer it.
Yes, answer
Okay.
your question.
Now, but I need to answer because
Well, it's a yes or no question,
Okay.
so answer yes or no.
no, I haven't seen anything with you on what about the murder.
So we have 3 things on here so far that you done put on here that you never seen on paper. Now, can I ask?
Now, one I have seen on paper.
You
You
just
just go back. 'Cause I think I need.
No, sir.
Okay.
Ask the question. Your attorney can.
Yes, I have seen the one as it relates to a young female.
We just want to say that Lester Gillespie if he had his way, he would have me locked up and put me in jail or prison. And who would take care of my 9 and 10-year-old daughters who I've been fighting for the last past 5 or 6, maybe 8 years from the police department here in Charleston, Lester Gillespie, Suzanne Wesley, and some of these other sellout leaders, black and white. I just want y'all to know that Lester Gillespie, if he had to vote, I believe he would do like he did in 1998, pay the drug addicts and alcoholics $1 to vote for Donald Trump. Ain't no if, buts, and maybe about it. All he harbor is people that's out here selling drugs, alcoholics, and drug addicts. Where he at? Dealing with the children, who he said the children are afraid of me, but the children not afraid of me.
I don't know what the relevance is to this.
That's a fair question on credibility.
Let's see if Lester been convicted.
They asked me again. He said,
Have you been convicted of a crime?
yes, I have.
When?
Back in 1998.
1998.
Yes.
Where were you living at then?
Judge, objection, I'm not.
That'll be.
Okay, all right. I do it. What was you convicted for?
I was convicted in the federal judge for it was election fraud.
And was it a state or federal?
Federal.
Was it the FBI?
Judge, I'm gonna object.
That's just a name.
Okay. And you said election fraud.
Yes.
What was you accused of doing?
That goes beyond what you're
Okay.
allowed to
All
do,
right.
sir.
All right. Okay. But you say you was convicted of election fraud.
A misdemeanor.
Well,
yes, it was a misdemeanor.
But I just asked you a question.
Okay, yes.
All right. Can you vote?
No,
Is it a reason why you can't vote?
because that's one of the stipulations within that crime.
That's all I'm gonna give y'all today on Lester Gillespie. I just want to let y'all see that Lester Gillespie tell people about me being convicted. I have no problem with my convictions in the state of Illinois, because each time somebody tried to harm me, I protected myself. I do the same thing here, whether it's being a felon or not. But here in Charleston, Missouri, with the chief of police, who Lester Gillespie and most all these preachers and these black groups and organizations are associated with to try to silence people like myself, he worked hand in hand with them. That particular chief of police, Bobby Hearns, is the one falsified documents on me, but he had a judge that worked right along with him, so I couldn't defend myself. But Lester, he admitted he pled guilty to voter fraud. And what he got convicted of is paying blacks that was on drugs and alcohol $1 to vote for the people who he want them to vote for. And he working for the very same people, the Suzanne Wesley Family Learning Center, who know his conviction, who know what he doing now. So I want y'all to just pay close attention. He trying to silence me. He trying to make my daughter and my two daughters and my daddy not to have somebody to defend them. They want them to be like the people who they defended, my kid's mother. But you look at her history. They don't care what she doing now. After I got my two children back, she had another one and gave them away. People like Suzanne Wesley Family Learning Center and Lester Gillespie help people like that. As long as they down in themselves. But if it was some white children, it'll be a whole different thing. I'm going to leave you right now, but I just want y'all to see what type of individual Lester Gillespie here is in Charleston, Missouri. Peace be still.